Curtis with Lovers, Allies, and Friends Travels. Today I want to take you on a virtual tour of Donghwasa Temple. It's a Buddhist temple located in Daegu, South Korea. I hope that you can enjoy a brief history of Buddhism and its significance for our world today, as well as enjoy the beauty and the solitude that usually surrounds a Buddhist temple. Thanks for joining me. Donghwasa Temple was first constructed in 493 AD during the Shilla dynasty of Korea. The temple state program that is here is designed to help people to learn to live a healthy and balanced life. This stems from the beliefs of Buddhism, which began with the birth of Siddhartha Gautama in 623 BC. 25 years later, his story of departing from wealth and luxury to seek enlightenment has attracted many adherents. He developed the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Siddhartha is believed to be the last human form of the Buddha. He was born into luxury as a prince. He was only allowed to leave the palace on a few occasions. During those occasions, he learned about misery, he learned about suffering, he learned about aging, and he learned about death. After seeing that, he couldn't stay in his palace anymore, but instead decided to go out in search of a solution for all mankind, leaving his young wife and child behind. So he began the life of an ascetic. This too didn't work out the way he wanted, so eventually he found himself under a tree and found the answers from his former lives, and he was able to once again understand the answers, the solutions to the sufferings of humanity. The temple grounds are a safe place. How do we know? Because there are so many guardians that surround it. So the guardians are to prevent evil spirits from coming in and harassing the worshippers or doing any damage around the place. The pagoda is modeled after the burial mounds in India. They were adopted in Buddhism for the enshrining of the Buddha's relics. Most pagodas seen today in Korea are made of stone and include three main sections: the base, body, and the finial up on top. They are patterned after a wooden structure. As we turn our attention to the large statue of the Medicine Buddha, we note that it's 33 meters high and the largest stone structure in the world. Accordingly, the Medicine Buddha is the one that you can pray to for health and for healing, which is very appropriate at this temple, since they have the temple stay, which emphasizes good health. The pagoda base is typically decorated with the images of the 12 spirit generals, or 8 dharma protectors, or 4 heavenly kings. It goes from square to circular, showing that the transformation from this earth and all of its suffering requires a transformation. Faithful adherents come from all over to worship before the Medicine Buddha, asking for health and for healing. There is a place beneath the Buddha where you can go for more virtues. It is said that if you have a wishing pagoda, you can live a long life. You will be born in the Western paradise. You will be so happy. You will escape the pains of the hell. You will escape the danger of fire, and you will always be safe. Furthermore, if you pay homage to Buddha's feet, you will have a beautiful body like Buddha. Everyone will believe what you say. All fears will disappear. The Buddha will always protect you. You will be harmonious with others, and all heavenly people will respect and love you. The 12 spirit generals, which we are somewhat familiar with, are again to relieve beings who are suffering from pain or disease, to help them to overcome their ignorance, so that they too may become enlightened. These roof tiles are there for people to inscribe their prayers, and they will be placed somewhere in the temple. At the entrance to every temple, there is what is called the Four Guardians Gate. This structure enshrines 4 heavenly kings. There's the one who guards the eastern quarter, he has a sword. The one who defends the western quarter, he holds a pagoda. There's the one who protects the southern quarter, he has a dragon in his hand. And then there's one who safeguards the northern quarter, and he is shown with a lute. These are said to dwell each on a side of Mount Sumeru and serve King Sakra, residing in the Palace of Correct Views, and Tusita at the summit of the mighty mountain. The heavenly kings vow to protect the Dharma truths as well as all who embrace this religion. Their ferocious looks reflect their duty to force unruly spirits into submission, or at least focus the minds of the temple visitors. There is a belief that prayers written down on pieces of paper and allowed to blow freely in the wind will be taken directly up to heaven and answered there. Each one of these lanterns that you see has prayers written on the bottom of them. Again, so the prayers can be taken by the wind up to heaven, their wishful thoughts, prayers for peace, prayers of healing, and we hope that they're all answered accordingly. There are many stories in Buddhism and many sacred symbols. One of those symbols is the dragon. The dragon is another guardian of the sacred truths of Buddhism. It is also often seen with a lucky pearl in its mouth. Another symbol is the lotus flower that can often be seen adorning temples. The lotus represents a clear and fragrant heart and mind, the wonderful world of the Buddha's truth. It's a symbol of rebirth, and again can often be seen in many places throughout the artwork of a Buddhist temple. You'll notice that these lotus flowers in the decoration have 8 petals around the outside and 4 on the inside. The petals, of course, represent the 4 Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Once again, a reminder that the 4 Noble Truths is that the world is full of suffering, but there is a way to escape. And the Eightfold Path is the remedy for the suffering. And that brings us to the swastika. Long before Nazi Germany made it famous in our minds, the Indians, the Persians, Greeks, and even North American natives used it as a decorative motive. It usually represented good luck. Hindus attributed the origin of the emblem to be the auspicious light beam that emanated from the curl of hair on Vishnu's chest. The oldest example are found in a set of footprints, said to have been left by the historical Buddha prior to his departing the world to enter nirvana. It is said that the Dharma, or the sacred scriptures of the Buddha, are loud like a lion's roar. Items inside the places of worship enable the worshiper to have a good experience. A place to kneel down, to have prayer, good smells with the incense, and other things that will help them in their practice. The statues of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas can hold implements in their hands to convey various realities, such as mercy or spiritual power. For example, take a look at the one with the staff. The staff signifies the removal of passion-driven anguish. The sound of its jangling ring is also said to chase away insects, sparing them from being killed underfoot. Notice the hand symbols of these Buddhas, one going down pointing to the earth and the other pointing up to heaven, asking for wisdom. This Buddha symbol is said to be sheltering wisdom. This Buddha is not actually at the Donghwasa Temple, and neither is this monk. This is actually at Donghwasa Temple, where I visited earlier last year. Taking a look at another pagoda, we remember again that the pagoda is a resting place for the spirit of the Buddha, designed with the thought that it would have rooftops like a house, so a place for his spirit to dwell. During the morning and evening ceremonies at the temple, a drum and a bell are rung. The drum resonates in the minds of sentient beings and is to awaken them to the truth of the Buddha scriptures, just as the sound of the drum reverberates and spreads far and wide. The sound of the bell, likewise, is to liberate listeners from their worldly troubles and make them pay attention to the scriptures that are being read.
내가 지금 니한테 얘기 중에 그거 니한테 진짜 안 걸리고 있어. 아니 왜 얘기를 못하? 그래, 둘이 얘기하잖아.
As with people everywhere, there are many actions taken, many prayers said, all in hopes that we will be released from this world of suffering. Buddhism, like many other faith traditions, seeks to relieve people of everyday sorrows by being mindful of our present reality and striving to make our existence better. It does this through morality, concentration, and wisdom, better known as the Eightfold Path. Morality includes right speech, right action, right livelihood, and right effort. Concentration includes mindfulness as well as concentration. And finally, wisdom, which is to have the right view and the right thought. Whatever your faith tradition is, I hope that you find spiritual resilience by clarifying your values, what's most important to you. Understanding your values will help you to live in harmony with those values, and that will in turn lead you to live a healthy and a balanced life.
Hey, so again, this is Curtis with Lovers, Allies, and Friends Travels. I hope that you enjoyed your virtual tour, and I look forward to hearing some comments from you. Please click subscribe if you like it, and I'll produce some more. Until then, stay spiritually strong.